gathered. You all travel northeast out of the town of Marston, heading off into the forest in search of Castle Cragmore. Hoping to finally rid the surrounding area of its goblin infestation.
Well, to replace it with a new goblin infestation, but yes.
This is also a possibility that may occur. Traveling swiftly and stopping only briefly for some strange visitors on the road.
It was a shop of some kind.
You find your pockets lighter, yet perhaps more fulfilled as you find your way closing upon the structure of the castle itself. And as you were coming down from a cliff top and coming down back into the trees again, you were only a few hundred yards short of the castle when you came across a patrol in the woods. Possibly some of which had become alerted to your presence.
Does that sound like us? Would we be allow ourselves to be alerting anybody?
Considering our stealth rolls right at the end of last session? Yes.
Oh, please.
I think we ended up too that they actually rolled pretty well on their perception.
Indeed. Because we did have
Hey.
plus 10 from Jace, so.
Yeah. So everybody failed.
It's like most of you rolled well, a couple of you rolled badly, and one of the goblins got a natural 20.
I was gonna say got a crit roll, didn't it? Yeah.
Hey, goblins! Just ignore us, okay?
No, that's Sarath. Sarath rolled a double too.
No, actually, Sarah, that was his previous roll. His last roll was an 18, so the lowest person was actually Diero.
It's 15. That's unfortunate. Guys, it's time to fireball everything.
Indeed, as the patrol had stopped ahead of you, sending a couple of the goblins into the woods to suss you out.
These guys look to me like they really want to get fireballed.
Probably a good idea.
The one minor problem is most likely Sibo's going to go really low in the initiative.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
What are these feet? What are those units? I don't.
They're real numbers.
Oh god. There's uncountable infinite of them.
Is the map in feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
Is it? I always forget if D&D's fucking feet
D&D
are...
is
D&D is feet.
It is, because you got that fucking 5-foot step is a thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then it's... Right, yeah, no, it's freaking... oh god. It's 40k is metric and L5R is imperial.
You were confusing me by making me think it shouldn't be in feet.
Yes.
Nope. D&D's always been imperial because fuck everyone else.
Yes.
Initiative, where are you? There.
Let's try again.
Haha.
Okay, I don't really have a battle plan here per se, so let's see, find my token. There you are.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
No, we can't.
No.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk this entire time.
Oh. Diera's got to go fast. I need
Definitely.
to come up with a plan quickly.
You could ask them to surrender.
Yes.
I could. That seems like a bad idea, though.
It's also 40.
Well, just don't tell them it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's also 5. This is also 5, but this is 6.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Pretty sure, yeah, my AC is supposed to be 20. Mm.
Four.
Let's see. Armor and shields.
Just got a 19.
Right, yeah. 15 plus dex, plus shield, plus 1. Okay, yeah, so.
I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, is there any initiatives I don't have? I've got Diera, Art, Sarah, Seba, Ruin, Sesh. I don't have Droop.
No, not true. What's the distance to me? It's 85. 120.
Yeah, I think they might be a bit far for me to run at them and stab.
Sing them a song.
I could. I'm trying to
I've
consider my
made a single mistake. Furthest guy is 150 feet away.
So, well within fireball range.
Fireball is 150 feet.
Yep.
Plus the 20 from the radius.
Oh, that's not very subtle, is it?
No, but
Well,
I noticed this already.
Indeed. Well, the fascinating thing is, despite being a swordsman, Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet, so.
Hmm.
And I still have that, so.
Like, have they actually made us, or have they figured out that there's somebody here?
I believe they've made us. We're rolling initiative. We're on the battle map, so.
They have made some of you.
Fair enough.
I assume that they crit their perspective, so I think all of us are made, right? None of us start concealed. I assume, because you can't beat a crit on perception unless you crit stealth, which I don't think any of us did.
Indeed. It just comes in the line of they crit their perception, but their roll was half of what Art got.
What's the rule? What's the rule in 5e? I don't actually know if it's is it absolute numbers or is it crits trump non-crits? So. Because if it's absolute numbers, then
I think they go for rule 0 on those kinds of things.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's absolute numbers, then Art, Sej, and I don't know, maybe a few other people I don't remember anymore are hidden. I'm not. I rolled like a 13, but
generally, natural 20 only really matters for attacks. It's kind of up to the GM. Aside from that,
yeah, well, that's why I'm not certain on skill checks. I know that a crit on attack always hits, no matter how jacked your AC is.
So generally, I'd say like the natural 20 is always a crit and then 1 is always a fail. That mostly for mostly it would be like in terms of something that if I had a DC for something and you couldn't actually hit it, but you still crit, I'd give you something. You just wouldn't necessarily succeed in the way you might want to.
That much is fair, because admittedly the crits trump non-crits ability does have certain issues when, namely when players attempt something that is utterly impossible.
I crit, so I did the impossible thing.
Exactly.
I killed the card.
Yes, I became the god.
It's more of, you wanting to jump across a gap, and you're not actually capable of jumping the distance with how fast you're capable of moving, but you rolled a crit. So you catch onto like a loose brick just below the edge of where you're trying to jump to. You don't clear the gap, but you're kind of just dangling right below it.
I can easily jump from a prone position 20 feet in the air.
But it'd be that
I
sort of
want
thing.
to jump on top of the mountain. Well, you can't do that. I great. I jumped on top of the mountain. It's like 1,000 feet. Okay. Oh, that's nice.
But basically, in terms of stealth, let's see. Well, they probably won't see Art because Art has a 37 against 19. They can see Ruin. They can see Diero. They can't see Sesh. They can't see Pock. They can see Saroff. So basically, Art, Sesh, and Pock are all hidden. Andrew.
Yay. What's the range of my illusions? 30,
You think that would just
60.
you think that would just fundamentally change the way people acted and operate in the world if basically anything they put their mind to had a 5% chance of working?
Why do you need
that's
so
how-
many adventurers?
That's how science works. Right? There's 5% chance of absolute.
See, if I try something 20 times, I am guaranteed, and one of those times it will succeed. It's like, that's not how
Yes.
probability works, Dave. Shut up.
Yeah,
But-
if you do 20 experiments, you'll get at least one false positive.
It's like, what is it? 5% of the time it works every time.
Yes.
You didn't roll Droop's stealth for that last roll, so he might be
I
hidden.
don't need to. Droop is fine. Droop is
Droop took
amazing.
10. Droop took 10.
Do any of these dudes have ranged weapons, or are they all stabby stab?
Just when I did roll Droop stealth, let me just double check.
You did on the first check, but not the second check.
Droop's fine.
He's fine. He's sneaky.
In
Always
terms
sneaking,
of
stabbing.
In terms of visible weaponry, the goblins all have bows visible as well as swords, and as do the hobgoblins, they have long bows and long swords visible.
Well, crap.
Well, we are in the trees and they are not.
Cover.
Oh, crap, right. God damn it. That's right, they're gonna have fucking cover.
Well, we also have cover too, so.
Yeah, but it's gonna make throwing, like, Eldritch Blast at them really fucking annoying. So I might need to actually move closer to these guys.
All
That's
right.
true.
You can fly
that's
above the
attack
trees
roll.
and like hobbit bomb them.
Technically true. I don't really want to waste my fucking angel form, though, on these guys. Maybe that's unfair, but I don't think this is the hardest fight in the castle. This is...
Oh, I guess so.
It's a small collection of goblins, a couple wolves, and two... What? Hobgoblins?
Goblins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incidentally, don't goblins and hobgoblins hate the shit out of each other?
I think goblins hate just about everybody that are bigger than them.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
also got a
you-
military society as well, so they can at least tolerate each other to beat each other. As long as they have someone in charge.
I thought
Essentially, they are kind of part of the same society, and there is a hierarchy.
that all the levels of hierarchy hate each other.
Oh, they do.
Goblin, the hobgoblins.
Which is why when the goblins don't do what the hobgoblins tell them to do, the hobgoblins beat the goblins.
Yeah.
Where
In
there's
the
a whip,
face.
there's a way.
That is the hierarchy. It's like the chain of command.
This is the chain, and here's my command.
It's the chain I go get and beat you with until you learn using goddamn command here.
What if you climb the trees? Will you then see?
Then Charlie will be in them.
But we are the
Yeah,
Charlie.
no, I don't think there's really anything I can do to avoid the cover. And I do kind of want to, I don't know, actually, do I care about cover? Maybe. Yeah, no, cover will be useful. It'll make it even more utterly absurd for me to be hit. So,
Doesn't cover reduce damage? Or that there's an
It's
increase.
increased AC.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And depending on the severity of cover, it can straight up give disadvantage.
Right, I really need to find the book again.
All right, how much cover, like, what's the penalty for trying to shoot through these trees?
Essentially say half cover. So +5.
+5.
Ooh, are there anything you can do that targets saves at this range?
I've got stuff that does it. Let's see. They do. How many hit points does a fucking goblin have again?
Not much.
Let's see. Yeah, no. Among my cantrips, all I've got is vicious mockery. Otherwise, I'm going to need to use spells.
Right.
Which
Yeah,
is-
only have
I don't-
Toll the
but-
Dead.
Which is, yeah, the issue with freaking using up my spells and these things is my spells are all single target. Fireball would actually be useful in this situation because it's going to wipe out a bunch of them, whereas I can cause a goblin to melt or cause a goblin to go crazy, but that doesn't seem terribly relevant here.
Mm,
I think I set a bunch of trees on fire that we're in.
Yeah, but you know, we're not big environmentalists.
You're not a druid.
They'll go back.
Yeah, well, if I throw the fireball like here,
I think I might just walk forward and start and throw Eldritch Blasts until I fucking get into melee with something.
Oh, the wolves are fast. That might change things.
I don't know, unless anyone's got a better idea, but I unfortunately don't have a better idea.
Yeah.
I don't really have a better idea.
All right, I'm gonna walk 30 feet forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the goblins have longbows,
Goblins have short bows.
short bows. The hobgoblins have longbows.
Yes.
Any of them have shields?
I mean, they are equipped with sword and shield as well as their bows.
What are they carrying?
Right now most of the goblins have short bows out.
And the hobgoblins?
They have their swords and shields out.
Okay, well, don't want to waste my time shooting at that. So let's blast. Where are you planning to fireball? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. This guy-
That depends on where I can make the most damage. Probably in the back row, but if a lot of the wolves get out of there, then
Yeah. This guy's gonna act next, so I guess he'll be the one I'll try to blast. Oh god. Eldritch Blast will take the penalty from half cover, but Vicious Mockery only does 1d4 damage, so Eldritch Blast might kill them. I think I'll try Eldritch Blast. And just hope for the best.
Do I get to go before that goblin that got the
Oh,
bears?
I was gonna ask the same
Uh,
thing.
Yeah, you should be going before ones that are on the same score as you.
Sweet.
I get to go before Ruin. Wait, what?
Okay, Alright, sorry for taking so long. Just let me roll the thing. Find the thing. There we go, Eldritch Blast. Yeah, fuck you.
I don't think the half cover is going to matter too much.
Boom.
And you said
Point
this
my-
one?
Yes, gonna walk forward, just pushing my way through all the foliage. Going to yell out, "Come on, go, foul goblins, come here! I call you out. Come get me, cowards!" And then point my sword at this dude, and yeah, blast him.
He's stepping forward up to the edge of the trees with his bow raised. Catches sight of you amongst the trees and raises one hand to point as he looks back over his shoulder, about to yell something in Goblin, as a blast hits him in the side of the head and he just falls to the ground.
Flip.
Yep. Don't think staying at range will protect you from my sword.
Ooh.
Next up, Wolf 1.
Ooh, they have numbers. They've been numbered.
But not named.
Well, maybe we can tame one of them with
Fine.
animal
Cedric.
handling.
They're goblins. They're goblins.
Cedric,
Their
oh, he's
intelligence
doomed
is
to
like-
die. Cedric's doomed to
No,
die.
no,
I've watched
no, they,
Harry Potter.
The wolves, the goblins are useless. The wolves, those are actually useful.
No.
Actually,
You're kind of not wrong. Wolves are honestly scarier than goblins.
Alright, that's just rushing toward you.
But, I mean, they're goblins. Their intelligence score is like 4. They probably did name them Wolf 1 and Wolf 2 and all that.
mm-hmm.
His name is Wolfie, and his name is also Wolfie.
And that one's Wolfie. That one's Doggo,
Wolf 1,
though.
Wolf 2, Wolf many, Wolf lots.
It's 5. It's 4. It's 4. That's 4. That's 5.
This wolf is named Cedric. This wolf is also named Cedric. This wolf is just named Sid. And this wolf is named Rick.
Okay, so they're just gonna run forward.
Yeah, they're just dashing toward you.
All right, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Very eloquent.
He's not saying that in character.
Benefit of having wolves in your patrol route. Wolves get advantage on their perceptions.
Come at me, vile beasts. There we go.
Come at me, ye broeth.
Alright, question. I know that's treetops. Is the I'm assuming the tree trunk is not as thick as that tree top.
No. Like most of the trees do sort of have sort of centralized things under them. Some of them are a bit off center, but
So that hobgoblin right there would not get the cover, half cover.
which one?
The one that I have the line drawn to.
I don't.
We
The
don't
problem is
see
you-
your line.
I see it. I think.
don't.
I see,
all
I
right.
see the
It's
yellow.
Yellow is.
That was me. That was me playing around. I'm sorry.
You don't
I
see my
don't see
peak.
your line right now.
I'll just think
There we
something
go.
else.
okay. Now,
Now it's-
now.
Okay.
He would have probably partial to shoot from there, not half.
Yeah, since you are kind of clipping the tree, but it's only one tree between.
That's
you
why I
and
was
him.
asking, because that tree's
Yeah,
kind
you
of sit
wouldn't have
pretty
the same amount of
wonky.
protection.
I think probably the trunk's not obstructing you, but it's probably got a lot of branches and shit, and that's a pretty long shot.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, use my cunning action to dash here. That's 60 feet, and then shoot this guy with my short bow. Advantage.
If you were just one to the left, you probably wouldn't have any cover at all.
Okay. Well, I could still move either one, or I just didn't know if I'd technically be considered unable to shoot there because of tree branches.
No.
No, I mean you can shoot through basically anything. You can try to shoot at someone who's totally obscured. It's just really fucking hard.
So short butt. 8 and 8. Definitely not hitting.
That's 2 ones.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Welcome to 1 in 400.
Yeah.
The arrow flies wide and strikes a tree. I can't say I've ever seen double ones with advantage.
That's what I'm saying.
Art's joined the 400 club.
Apparently. At least I can't roll a 0. Unless it's perception.
But I think this was going to happen eventually. We roll a lot of dice, so eventually we're going to get to 1 in 400.
I'm just waiting for the double crit to come up.
That's almost as bad, honestly. You feel like you wasted a crit.
Indeed. Yeah. Saroff.
Can I get to and meaningfully? Oh, I choked to death for some reason. Can't really get someone to meaningfully do something, so I may as well get up, double dash, and do something.
You could dash up in this wolf's face.
Yeah, you can dash and base them. Especially since, you're on foot now, aren't you? You don't have your...
Yep, I don't have my really long-reaching cat. See. Yeah, I can get up to here. And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Not Shield of Faith, it's not called that.
Okay.
Oh, it is Shield of Faith, yeah.
Dash, dash, dash. Can I give him the dash?
So, bonus AC.
Buff myself.
Let's give you that icon.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Ruin.
Alrighty then. What's the distance? That's a bit too long, I guess. What's the short move in this thing? Is there a short move in this game again? I forget.
You can any movement you take can be up to 30 meters.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, you can move up to your movement, or you can double it by using your action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you essentially get a free move up to 30.
Yeah, everyone gets a move action, a standard action, and a bonus action.
Yep.
Right. Well, let's move.
Right. If you can move as a bonus action, then you can actually double move. And
I don't think anyone else can do that, though.
No.
Art can.
Art can, that's why I said I dashed.
Yeah.
With her cutting action, which is her bonus action.
Oh yeah, I keep thinking the monk is the only one that can do that.
Yeah, monks can do it too. But then again, monks don't care about distance. If you're on another continent, a monk will still move over and punch you.
Somehow.
Yeah, I mean, monks are also able to just run up walls when they're high enough level.
Alrighty then. Let's see. What's the... If I'm gonna... Ruin is going to pull out the javelin and then toss it at something. What's the AC to hit something from the woods?
Plus 5 to their AC.
I see. Yeah, okay.
Which if you get within 30 feet of them, then they'll probably lose some of their benefit.
Well, there's only one of them that is within 30, and I guess I'll toss it at that. So yeah, let's attack this wolf.
Not the wolf.
All right.
Not Cedric 1.
Indeed. Let's see how much Saroth appreciates the javelin in his back.
Indeed.
But is it Cedric Senior or is it Cedric number 1?
Is there a chance I will hit Saroth?
No.
Okay.
Well, if you roll a 1.
I try to know that generally isn't a thing in this, unless you're using something that has radius to it.
Yes,
does it?
Like a fireball, right here.
That's my attack.
20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet.
Your javelin will strike true.
Hooray for wolves and their terrible AC.
That's 7 piercing. And then I'm gonna do it again because I have the second attack thing. Extra attack.
Got another javelin.
Yeah, I got javelins for days.
How long have you just been carrying those things with no reason to use them? Because all our fights have been at such short range.
I did use them in the first game.
He did use one early on, and he hasn't really used them since.
Yeah,
I think I used mine once as well.
Where's the roll? What is this? There it is.
And you'll hit it with a second javelin.
Fucking die.
I think it might be dead.
It's looking very hurt.
Well, I'm hurt, but it's not dead.
So it's about 15, so I'm guessing the wolves are like 16 to 18 hit points.
It's definitely limping a bit. Now it's got 2 javelins impaled in its side.
Well, that was me.
Poor dog.
That's ruined.
I feel like a chunk of these enemies should probably just be deleted. Unfortunately, they're kind of in a line, which is annoying.
Indeed. Pop.
That's 5. That's 5. That's 3. I got delete 3 here, right?
I thought Fireball was 20 foot radius.
Yeah.
So if you fire right at this spot down here, wouldn't that delete 5?
Yeah. Like I said, this is 5.
And right around here is 4.
Yeah, this is another 4. This is another 4.
Yeah, I feel like this spot's the most profitable. It deletes the most number of people, including a hobgoblin.
There's always a chance they might save.
Yeah, well, anything in this line, basically.
Yeah, but that's a chance against any of them. So honestly, even if they save, they'll be horribly badly hurt. Unless, if those hobgoblins have shield mastery, then...
In these four squares, anywhere here is...
Well, are you casting Fireball then?
I guess I am. I mean, I can retain it from a short rest.
So targeting here then, so I have to make 5 saving throws.
Yes.
Let's see, going from left to right. What's your DC for your Fireball? 16.
16, 37 damage. Half on success. I don't know, goblins need to save.
I don't know about that, yeah. That doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm not rolling for any of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, it's like Fireball is one of the best spells in the game.
I roll 20.
Yeah, I rolled 6 6s. 3 6s and 2 5s.
Yeah, it's what, 8d6 damage?
Yeah, it's 8d6.
Yeah, that was a significantly higher than average roll.
Yeah, but last time I rolled like 22 or something.
You will see a couple of them, like those. You can strike your hands together, producing a small fireball that you hurl out between the trees. You see a couple of them in the distance, look as if they're suddenly scrabbling and trying to leap away, but none of them survives. A huge fireball explodes, simply wiping them all off the face of the earth.
That is a very good roll. The average damage of Fireball is 28, so...
Yeah, 56 divided by 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5. Oh.
Yeah.
So, Matt, you're significantly short on this combat, I'm sure.
So, that happened.
Fireball tends to do that.
Indeed, especially when they're grouped together. Serge.
Yes.
I wonder if they're just going to run.
Well, there's still a hobgoblin there, so...
Well, first we have to see if any of them get to go.
Well, there's wolves did get to go.
Yeah, they who knows. 5 of them just got turned to dust.
So 2 things.
Yes.
I completely ignore half cover.
Yes, you
Yay!
do, because you're a sharpshooter.
And I take no range penalties for long range.
Indeed
Yay.
not. Which is hence the whole, will they even get a turn? Because she's going to shoot 3 times with no penalties.
But I'm probably going to end up, fucking up badly. I can't kill all of them, so there's that.
Well, I mean, you could take, like, 2 steps
can maim them.
forward.
Oh, no, I mean in terms of I physically can't shoot all 5 of them that are left.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
because there's still the up there.
Yeah.
And Euros might not kill the wolf or the hobgoblin at one shot. They'll probably kill the goblin at one shot.
Yeah. So to that end, I am going to put Hunter's Mark on the hobgoblin, please.
Okay.
He does have armor and a shield. He will be the hardest target of all of them.
That is okay.
Because he doesn't have cover at all. So I'm sure she'll...
Let's see how the dice will fuck me this time. Ooh. $14.
He will manage to block it with his shield.
Alright, gonna try again. 17.
Once again, barely manages to catch it with his shield.
Kind of a diddly.
Damn, he has a high AC.
Yeah.
For an enemy with any kind of armor plus a shield, that's not that absurd.
Yeah, I don't
Alright,
think
yeah,
that
shield
really
is
is,
5.
it is just up there. Let's see if I can manage it. Alright. Extra attack. Now my extra attack doesn't get advantage, does it? Or does it?
Other way.
Did you get advantage of everything in the first round or the first attack?
It specifically says it's my first turn I have. Oh yeah, no, first turn.
So yeah, it's
advantage
still...
on attack rolls. Cool.
Yeah, it's every
Alright.
attack you make then.
Wait,
Come on, fucker. 26! There we go.
out of curiosity, what kind of armor does the hobgoblin have?
Chain.
Chainmail?
Yes.
Oh. Jesus. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Tell me 26 will do it.
26 will most certainly do it.
Yeah, his
Excellent.
AC is 18. So
Okay, so 14 plus my hunter's mark. 18 damage.
Well, he manages to catch your first 2 arrows in his shield for lowering it down and letting out some sort of war cry before the 3rd arrow hits him in the throat, and cutting him off short, and he falls to the ground dead.
Sedge is pleased with himself.
Droop. How fast is Droop? I think goblin movement's 30 feet. I can't actually find his speed. And there is
Alright,
30 feet.
Yep. Just found it. It's goblin speed's 30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And he's going to go ahead and loose an arrow from his own short bow, which has a range of 80 feet. Who's he in range of? No.
Oh. He gets
Oh,
to...
death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't care what he rolls.
So
Because he
he
does
gets
get...
to roll.
A lot.
Double damage plus sneak attack, and yeah.
And he finishes the goblin with an arrow to the eye.
Pew.
Good job, Droop.
Ooh.
Okay, so finally a goblin gets to go. I take it he's going to heroically charge us.
He,
Like
for his part, is going to sort of look around, look at the dead hobgoblin next to him, look at the several mounds of ash to his right, and is going to very quickly exit stage left.
Can Droop try and call out to him and convince him to be on our side?
This point, probably not.
I
I
think he's just running because everyone around him is dead or dying.
I think we need to get Droop in the big chair and give him the fancy hat first.
And he just, runs off into the trees.
So now we just have doggos.
Wolf, gonna see that the hobgoblin, is dead. He's going to just let out a sort of bark and is also going to run off.
All right, Diero, we need you to be the wolf whisperer.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
I was just gonna go and stab it, but I mean, like, actually, I may just be able to stab. I think it's too dumb to fall for any of my other spells. Any of my mind manipulation.
No. Has anyone actually hit it yet?
One of them, yes. One of them, no.
Yeah.
Is
That
this
one-
a wolf or a dire wolf?
Wolf.
This one has not been hit over here.
Either way, it doesn't. Yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, wolves are too dumb. They're intelligence 3, so my mind manipulation will just fail on it. It won't understand what I'm telling it.
It would understand Sedge.
I can't speak wolf. I don't have speak with animals.
Are you not trained in animal handling? How is this possible?
I am not trained in animal handling, but I am okay at everything. So
Yeah, that's true. You're bad.
Yeah, Sedge doesn't speak with animals either. Sedge just does good body language.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
actually
it's
speak
not
with
my
small
turn.
beasts, but these are big beasts, so
Indeed.
there's some medium-sized beasts.
So I think I'm just gonna go and stab it.
The one next
Although-
to Sarah?
No, this one over here, the one that hasn't been touched. Well, that's next to Seraph, I assume will be fine. I mean,
Saroth will kill the wolf.
yes,
Yep.
it's gonna attack Serath. Serath's got his shield up, so he'll probably be fine. Although, I like the idea of trying to get Droop a mount. I just don't know what I could do to help make that happen. Let's see. Limitation. For intelligence 4 isn't affected. Suggestion. I could try to use suggestion on it. This would be purely for memes, but I could do this.
What are you suggesting?
Tell the wolf to sit.
Well, presumably, indeed, the issue would be I want the wolf to stop and sit down and stop attacking, so that then we can try to persuade it to follow us instead.
Well, you could also make Saroth seem like suggest to it that Saroth is the alpha male of the pack, and it needs to cease immediately, or something.
The main issue with that is, like, we need something more permanent, because I could definitely, as I said, I can keep this up, concentration for up to 8 hours, but it'll just, if we're doing this purely by magical domination, it'll fall away the moment I have to break concentration. But I assume Sedge is good at animal handling, right? No?
Let's have a look.
You assume much.
It's
I
wisdom
am too.
based.
Yeah, animal handling, I'm fine.
She has
wisdom-based.
already handled a pack of wolves once.
Yeah, she did actually.
Not only that, there's actually no limitation to primeval awareness. I literally am having a discussion with the creature, and if it agrees to do what we want, it would last for as long as its agreement lasts.
Ah, rangers.
Yeah, so
Better druids.
I could use suggestion to try to get it to just, stop.
You
Get it
could.
to sit and keep sitting. So that Sedge can try to convince it to help us. Do we like this idea, or do I just stab it?
I think at this
do-
point, honestly, we just stab it, because in the end, we've got a lot of shit to deal with.
That's true. All right.
Yeah, we still got an entire castle to deal with, and
The one thing
Amy
about
will come along
suggestion, is it has to be something that can hear and understand you.
Oh, right. Shit, I forgot about that. Okay, so this was a waste of time anyway. Yes, no, it can hear and understand you. Right. It doesn't have the intelligence restriction, but I need to be able to speak to wolves, which I can't do.
so if Sedge had the ability, she could do it, but you can't. He can't. He can. You can't though.
All right. Do I even want to bother with Hex here? Fuck it. We'll Hex it. Actually, no, wait. Nah, Hex is irrelevant. It's gonna die if I don't kill it. So yeah, we'll just go in and stab it with my rapier. I imagine that's a
18 will
hit. Okay. Piercing's 14. Dueling style adds 2. It's not dead, is it?
No, it is not. It is very badly hurt.
All right, let's add a defensive flourish onto that then. Is it dead now?
Now it is dead.
Okay.
You butchered this poor wolf.
With a flourish.
And let's see. And as for the remaining wolf, well, it has dashed forward, been hit with 2 javelins, and everyone else is gone. So it's going to just whimper and try to limp away.
If it still are javelins, we'll hate you forever.
That's opportunity attack, striking.
I've got a bad for this wolf now. I don't know why.
Ooh, it's a low hit.
It will not hit. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Six, 7. It is getting away with your javelins.
No, not the javelins.
No, not the javelins.
They're like 2 copper apiece or something.
Or you can just have Sedge make you some out of, shin
Oh,
bones.
yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not even worth 2 copper apiece.
Oh.
It's like, do you want a javelin made from the spine of a hobgoblin?
Well, Art might still save javelins.
Might. Probably not.
Come on, double ones.
No, I don't get advantage on this one.
That's going to be one dead wolf.
Yeah. Do you really want me to roll the damage?
It's not necessary. Your minimal roll will kill the wolf.
Victory! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, as I said, always back to the usual din of birds calling out amongst the trees and the sound of the lapping of flames. You find yourselves alone once again in the forest not far from the castle.
Well, one goblin got away.
Indeed.
On the non-crispy things, is there anything worth looting off of them?
Oh god, no.
I mean, most of them were incinerated.
I said the non-crispy ones.
Not particularly. Their armor and weapons aren't necessarily the greatest quality. Many of them possibly stolen and used repeatedly on people. And you can see over the trees a few hundred yards distant, the outside of the castle lying ahead.
Alright. I say we proceed.
I say we take a short rest and then proceed.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Get those fireballs back. Because they're really useful.
Well, as you do so, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of something, because first of all, you may still have Droop's handout that I showed you.
His little map that he drew in the dirt.
Yes. So you settle down. You settle down to a short rest, taking an hour's break amongst the trees, before you continue to proceed toward the castle. For some reason, my quality on my image has gone to shit.
It's some sort of duck-like creature.
Everything's gone dark. Oh, it zoomed in.
Yeah, for some reason, the image quality for me has gone to absolute crap, because it definitely looked a lot better previously.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
fine
Roll20 takes
for
like
me.
a while to load the image properly.
It's loaded properly for me.
Yeah, it looks decent from what I can see anyway. It isn't the cut.
It looks,
cardboard cut.
to me, it's blurry as shit.
Yeah,
It looks-
Aldor and I have both got a potato on our screens.
It looks fine to me. There's just this, except for, the massive black hole in the middle of it. So, if you can maybe clear that up, then it should be a lot clearer.
This sounds like a castle from an old RTS game. I swear to God, I've seen it before, and I can't remember where. It looks amazing.
I assume we're not going in the front door. I mean, we could. I don't really care.
My first thought was pretend we were goblins and go inside the front door. See how smart they are.
Droop said on.
There's very little room to go in from anywhere. So.
Droop was saying something about one side was just kind of because goblins lazy.
I'm just trying to refresh it because, like I said, my map quality for some reason is absolute garbage.
It's not about refreshing it, it's just you've got to sit and wait until Roll20 decides itself to load the fucking...
Yeah.
Load it in at full res.
Really, everyone else can see it fine, so I'm just going to have to deal with a potato.
I said I can't, so...
So, as you grow closer, you can see the outside walls and Droop piping. Main entrance to the castle and the western wall up the steps. But Droop tell you once, goblins lazy. Castle is old. The storms destroy wall on the north side. Goblins told to patch up, but goblins is lazy, so goblins do a poor job.
Mm-hmm.
I like this idea. Let's do that.
How tall is this castle?
Tall? I mean, how tall is a castle?
I mean, if we really wanted to, yeah, a roof entrance, I guess I could carry you up one by one. Wait, no, there's no goddamn way I'm lifting Ruin, so...
Just imagining Diero just kind of holding onto Ruin's back, just like...
Castle is tall as castle is tall. Castle only has one floor, but one's...
Honestly, I wasn't actually thinking of Diero's flight. I was actually thinking of whether my cat could actually jump up there.
Well, tops of towers 50, 60 feet up.
Yeah, that's too tall. Just barely, though.
The castle only has one floor. Upper floor is wooden, rotten, collapsed. Why am I seeing potatoes?
You may be Irish.
Because I've had this problem with a map before. It just, as I said, Roll20 just sometimes likes to take for fucking ever, and then suddenly it'll pop in at full resolution. So,
It's...
well, quit your bitching, because we can't do anything about it.
Yes. It probably isn't necessarily clear on the map. I mean, it's definitely not clear to me, but there's an entrance on the northern wall here. There's also an entrance on the south side of the castle. Slightly less guarded than the main entrance, but still possible-sided.
I like north entrance.
Droop like north too. Let's watch you closer to King.
I mean, yeah, the fewer things we have to fight, the better. We can just cut straight to the king, cut his head off. That'll be so much easier than fighting our way through needless hordes of goblins.
The more we kill now means less we have to kill later.
That's not the idea. The idea is we kill the king and then install Droop as king, and then all the goblins start listening to Droop. So actually, the more we kill now, the fewer we have as tools for the future. If we were just going to exterminate this castle room by room anyway, then yes, it wouldn't matter. But we have a plan to avoid doing that. Unless we've changed the plan. But I thought our plan was still to make Droop king.
Random thought. Since I see. I may have misread some of the things. We may actually be able to talk our way inside. I think.
I mean, I could talk my way into almost anything.
I mean, a bit more without magic.
Oh, okay.
Because I think
where's the fun in that?
I know, but I'm thinking of. I'm trying to remember exactly the connections between because I think there was a connection between the Red Brands and the Goblins, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Our characters should remember that. I don't, because it was like 2 months ago, or 3, or goddamn.
That's why I know it's like I'm trying to bring it to my mind, but I think they may have actually been kind of working together. So if we pretend
That's how we got Droop.
Oh yeah. You're raiding a Red Brand base. We found Droop just hanging out with a bunch of ogres, I think.
No.
Trolls, I don't fucking remember.
Bugbears.
Bugbears.
Bugbears, yeah.
So yeah, there was like a connection there. It's like if we could actually pretend our way in, we could just kind of get our way to the king and basically murder people. We'd also be the center, but it's kind of an idea.
Yeah, I remember. We went and we killed all the bugbears, and then we had the issue of a goblin that had surrendered. We didn't know what to do.
The moral dilemma. And Droop been helpful. Very helpful.
Indeed. We made the right choice.
Look like a bunch of thugs anyway, so it kind of helps. Except for Diero and maybe Art.
I can look like whatever the hell I want. I have the glamour armor now. I can also magically disguise myself, so both my face and my, clothing can look like whatever I want. So
that is true. Oh yeah, that is an option on the table.
I normally just, prefer to look like, someone who is well dressed for the occasion, but I can look like a dirty mercenary.
Are you looking at that thing I just sent you, Altor?
Yes.
It seems that there is an issue for UK users with assets downloading properly from Roll20, especially on Saturday evenings.
That's weird.
That is a weirdly specific problem.
Mm-hmm.
You could also just copied and pasted your tokens, and they're not wanting to. They're really taking their time copying in.
Yeah, they are.
I can see Ruin.
I can see Ruin and Art and Kosh.
I see myself and everyone else.
I can see Ruin only.
I copied them, and I can't see them.
Yeah, no, this is apparently it's been known for a while, at least a month or two, that there's problems with connections between the Roll20 servers and UK users. Oh yeah, they're slowly starting to pop in for me. I can now see Art, Diero, myself, Kosh, and Pock's bat. Oh, there's Pock.
You can see more than me then.
Refresh your screen. That might help with the tokens popping in.
Yeah, so I still have the issue with the I can't actually give you the details on the map because I have a printout of the map in front of me. But if I try, I can't really see where the walls are on the one on screen. So you can't see inside the thing, but the walls in the image, I mean, to me, I can't see where the walls are. Okay, I can see everyone's tokens now. Well, no, actually, no, I can't. I still can't see Sedge. Or Diero. This is a problem.
I can't see Sarah.
Can you see me now?
No, I can see Sarah fine. I can't. It's just a loading issue for some reason with UK.
Yeah, it's not that usual bug we get where sometimes someone's token will go missing.
Yeah, I was just moving around to make sure it wasn't the sector you can see.
Yeah, no, this is things aren't like because I was watching everyone's tokens. Like, I take it you copied and pasted them all at once, darling.
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching people's tokens pop in one at a time.
Like, can I do something? I'm having to come up with a possible alternative if Roll20 is going to continue to be a potato for me.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I
difficult.
imagine we're just screwed if you can't get, Roll20 to work.
So,
I don't know what the hell we could migrate to, on a spur of the moment in the middle of a session.
Especially for a full casual invasion, yeah.
Let's see. There's a crude alternative I can come up with right now on the fly.
Draw it on a blank screen.
Does everyone have Tabletop Simulator installed?
I think we do.
I do, though I'm cautious as to where this is going. And how this
Where
will-
there is a will, there is some sort of way. So let's see if I can find the right one here, because I have seen a couple of these.
While he's thinking about that, did the Red Brands have anything specific to them that marked them as part of the gang, or am I just trying to? I can't remember what they wore. I can't remember if they wore just random stuff or nothing.
They usually wore ragged-looking red cloaks.
Yeah, we don't. The only of us had that, except for Diero because of his glamour armor. But he looked like the leader.
Yeah, I'm finding even the Roll20 forums for me are loading super slowly.
Yeah, same. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and see how this looks for starters, if it is potentially usable.
We're gonna play an actual tabletop game in a tabletop simulator. That's gonna be a
Indeed.
new one.
Well, apparently, as of 5 days ago, Roll20 was still looking into this supposedly localized issue.
Going back, normally, knowing Roll20 success is gonna take them at least 2 more months.
Oh, probably. So, and it seems to be, especially, I mean, it honestly could be a problem just because at the moment there are so many more users probably using this sort of thing in places because of the lockdown.
Yeah, I'm sure that hasn't helped.
So let me go ahead and see if I can actually do this, and let's see how it might work.
That's been a general thing for like the past, month or so or more of Roll20 that we've been talking about. Roll20 frequently being really slow on the rolling and all that because presumably their servers are overloaded. But that doesn't quite explain, the issues you and Vaughn are having.
I'll share the thread with the group because I would be interested to know too how well you guys get this actual page of the forums to load, including the image that's on it.
I clicked it now.
It just loaded
it's
instantly
loaded.
for me.
Yeah.
So that
It's
first image in the first page, I've had that page open now for 5 minutes, and it is loading a line at a time for me. Like
Loaded
the
instantly.
old dial-up days.
Oh god, that's what you're looking at. Ooh.
That sounds like dial-up loading.
Yeah, this is what I can see as that first post.
Yeah.
Good god, is that what you're seeing this entire time? Oh god, that's horrible.
Oh, let me show you what I see of the screen.
It's like when I went to the optometrist test and they decided to try and give me glasses one time.
I tried one map and it just gave me about 50 different errors.
Yeah, that's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I can see Saroth now.
I can see everyone's characters. I still can't see the map.
Is that potato that I just copied over what you see, darling?
I don't know. I'm not looking at Discord right now.
Yeah, look for me. It looked like that for about
Yeah, mine
5 seconds.
mine looks very similar to that, except I don't have just the black space instead I have, blurred space.
You've got you've got Fog of War set, so
Maybe if we somehow copy the image into your chase, then it's
Pretty much
already there.
unusable in the UK on Saturday evening. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's. It kind of tells how much we've done this that often on Saturday. That's we never noticed.
well, it seems to have been an escalating issue over recent weeks.
Yeah, because it hasn't been that bad. Like we didn't use it last week. The week before it was fine. I
The
didn't really
week
have that many
before,
issues.
I had one map that took a while to pop in, but it wasn't a huge issue.
Yeah, it was also the week before. I didn't really load any large background images, so I wasn't really any sort of noticeable problems. Okay. Here you go. I have a map. I just don't have any minis in it.
Ooh, 42 minutes to download the 2.4 megabit file. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
2 kilobytes per second. That's pretty good. I mean, that's twice what I had when I was a youngster.
But yeah, watching that image come in a line at a time, and I'm like having massive fucking flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember the days of dial-up when you'd watch, when any kind of image file would have to come in line by line.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly just see
that's
if
a
I
megabyte,
can do...
almost a megabyte the image. That might take a while.
Ow, sound. Like,
Oh, it's 945 kilobytes. Take an age to get something so massive through the internet.
Through the tubes.
Yes, the tubes are clogged. They're clogged.
We need to flush them out.
Where's Al Gore when you need him?
Okay, I can't load. Well, apparently there's a bunch of models here I can't load or something.
Yeah, there's definitely some that aren't rendered properly.
Oh, whoops! I entirely forgot about Tabletop Simulator. Whoops.
I didn't know we were actually doing it, but since Altor's diving into it, I give it a try. How the hell is there basically an identical model on Tabletop Simulator for what you were doing?
Or does it construct it from the model?
We can't zoom out far enough to be useful. That's annoying me.
No, Steam, I would not like to remote play together on Tabletop Simulator of all things.
It really wants that. It's been pushing remote play hard on certain games.
I mean, some of them are pretty good. Tabletop Simulator is not so much one of them.
This is very crude, unfortunately.
Very crude, and
And honestly, I'm not sure how well it will work at all.
that's my main thing.
I'm guessing we are still rolling in the. Oh, that's a lot of errors.
Yeah, it does have quite a few.
I'm guessing we are still rolling in Roll20. Huh?
I could just try and run it in the potato.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the best option is. And apparently, we have a giant bird man awaiting us. So.
Yeah, apparently some things, even though I've tried to cover them in Fog of War, you can still just see them perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the shading does not hide the owlbear for some reason.
There is not an owlbear. Ignore the owlbear.
Yeah, it's probably because its head is poking out. I mean, I can see the boss too, so this isn't good.
Yeah, I think the objects like the fog of war is set on the on top of the objects when it should be at the at the base of the objects.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really want you to do that very well. I found a map that did actually have the Fog of War already in place. The problem is that it had so many fucking errors.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
we could go back to Roll20 and then Altor could just do it that way. I don't know.
It's like you've already seen, not everything, but you've seen a lot of things.
Well,
seen
the
two-
layout of the whole castle. Oh, I guess
Admittedly-
we had that from Droop's drawing as well.
You
Yeah.
have seen too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do this quickly, but it's very crude and it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you did that. That's some fast 3D modeling.
I'm very good.
Yeah, no, this isn't really going to be a great option either.
Unfortunately, I tried.
You did.
I'm trying to find where the boss is. Oh, there you go.
I'll be honest, I was trying to find a Dragonborn model in the background in the Steam workshop.
No, but seriously still doing the tabletop simulator one?
It was a valiant effort.
There's a lot less for something that's majorly popular. You'd think there'd be more models for Dungeons and Dragons done.
Yeah.
Well, because this is actually based off of stolen from a pre-written adventure. It exists in tabletop. It's just not a lot of them are necessarily all that good.
Well, yeah, that's how I assume that was how we had the thing. That this was some established
I made it myself.
dungeon crawl adventure.
No, the illusion has been shattered for me.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining your immersion. But yeah, honestly, it
Immersion.
is gonna be difficult for me to try and do this when like
Yeah, it makes.
you've seen the potato me and Vaughn are looking at.
We don't blame you for this, man.
No, it's not your fault. It's not that the situation has happened and you aren't really left with any good options.
Yeah.
I tried to come up with an alternative. The alternative is worse, and now you just know all my secrets. Including that there is an owlbear, which I'm now going to have to replace with something that isn't an owlbear. Like maybe another green dragon.
You're gonna surprise us, and it's gonna be a bear owl.
Suddenly, Necromancer.
It's not going to be a bear. Don't be stupid. It's going to be a man-bear pig.
Man bear pig.
I'm super ethereal, you guys.
It's going to be Chad, and you won't know what to do because it's Chad.
The chattiest of chads.
You cannot possibly deal with Chad.
Seriously though, slow internet is worse than no internet.
Yeah.
Especially when
It's
it's
like-
not even our internet that's slow, it's just Roll20 has gone to shit.
Yeah. Like I can see the lumps that are meant to be a map.
Yeah. Just
Damn you, Roll20. Well, what do you want to do, darling?
like I said, I can try to go ahead, but just looking at the actual map here, I can't see the room divides in Roll20. And I can't really accurately do it if I can't
See it.
see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Honestly, I'd love to carry on because I want to get you guys through all this and continue on with things. But while Roll20 is being a bitch for me, I can't really justify trying to.
Yeah. And the loading could be fucking- it could be 5 minutes, it could be 40 minutes, it could be never.
I mean, it's
What I
already
was-
been like it's already been 20 to 25 minutes to the potato.
What the forum was saying is it usually cuts off around 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 when all the issues kind of dissipate. But that's half an hour past our end, before our end time. That's 2 hours from
Yeah.
now.
What we essentially might be saying is, since we have everyone already here, is there something we would like to try and do for the remainder of our time? Because
I mean, I'm already here. I don't have any
Yeah.
great ideas though.
Indeed.
That is the difficulty.
it's like, well, what do you do when you have 7 people?
Dance party.
Fuck. What can you do with 6 people?
Well,
I don't
submarines,
know.
but we are gonna wait until we get actual content.
I was gonna say, don't worry about me. I can go finish working on dinner and preparing for a birthday.
Dinners and
Thank-
birthdays are overrated. We've all had plenty of them.
Yes.
Maybe not Zep.
Speaking of content,
Not that young.
I was gonna say I can also go study because I have 2 weeks before my exam, so I can drop you guys down to 6, and you guys should have enough for something that's a little easier to work with.
Oh wow, we could actually go inside places now.
well, I mean, we could do that before, but they were.
There's nothing to
empty.
do with them. They don't. That,
Yeah,
Like one fucking floor with a meaningless NPC doesn't count.
yeah.
Oh, scripted events. Helene put a link to the next content update for Barotrauma.
Oh,
No,
the outposts.
yeah, the outposts.